Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome. It's Nancy Fox of Fractional Connections, the day after Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. It's Monday, which is LinkedIn Live Monday, and I debated whether I would actually go live today again because I know that it's a holiday weekend, but my commitment is to be with you every Monday. So I decided to take just a few minutes and chat with you. Just want to do this sort of impromptu, and just to go over a few things with you guys. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and I just did a little bit of end of the year taking stock of things, and a few things that I just wanted to share with you as we move toward the end of 2022. What a year it's been, right? It's been sort of crazy. Some really difficult things and some great things happened this year. And I just wanted to share a few things that I'm looking at as I wrap up my year and I'm looking to 2023. And maybe it will resonate with you, maybe it will help you, maybe it will make a difference for you. And I certainly would love to hear what you guys are working on as you're looking at the next year. So, so the first thing I want to talk to you about is that we're as we're moving into 2023. There's been so much conversation about the business, the economic climate that we're in. Are we in a recession? Are we not in a recession? Clearly we're going through a big shift from the last few years. A lot of it caused by the pandemic, a lot of it caused by probably we're at the end of an economic cycle anyway. And so there's a lot of uncertainty and lack of clarity about what the actual state of business is in. We've been hearing a lot about businesses laying people off, but we're also hearing about the desperate need for talent in businesses as well. And so, how do you assess all of this? Right? Are we in a recession? In the last recession, we were clearly people were being laid off and people were losing jobs left and right, and they weren't hiring. So it took a couple of years for all of that to rebound. We're in a very unclear, it's sort of foggy, misty, right? And so that means that there's a lot of opportunity for us. That's the great news about this. The way I see this is in a state of flux. We see a lot of businesses starting, a lot of businesses growing, a lot of businesses not growing, stalling. So out of that, there's opportunity. And now we have tools today and technology that we didn't have back in 2008 and 9. So we're very fortunate. We have Zoom, we have all kinds of techie tools. We have more techie tools than we know what to do with. And now we're in a state where there's so many coming on the market every single day that we have no idea which ones to choose. Another opportunity, right? So everywhere around us, the way I look at this is opportunity. And I'm always looking at where in this mess, where is the opportunity? And how can we make the mess our magnificent opportunity in business? That's the key. So for me, I'm really looking at one thing. What are the pain points of my ideal people? And that's all I care about. What are their pain points and what solutions are they hungering for? And that's what I advise you. Look at their pain points, look at what are they hungering for? And really dig underneath the surface to really find what those pain points truly are. Sometimes you're looking at what they need and not what they really want. And that's the key. You have to really dig a little deeper to find out what your ideal clients are really hungering for, what is a must have for them. The must have is the key, is the opportunity key for you and for me. I'm working on my next book right now, which has been a very interesting, it's really been a very interesting project. Took me, I knew I wanted to write a book about the fractional executive community and about what the trend is and all of that. But the angle of it was really eluding me. And I finally landed on it. I'm very excited to share that with you. I'm working on my next book. My first book was Network Like a Fox. And that's been around for, oh my gosh, going on 8 or 9 years already. And still continues to be an active part of my business, both for presentations and speeches and training, and also for book sales. But the reason I decided to write the next book is because there aren't very many. There are books out there on fractional leadership, they're really geared to the entrepreneur, which is necessary. but not very many are out there. In fact, none that I really know about are covering the gamut for how to build a fractional business, um, and how to do it as a client magnet. So I'm really looking at that project, and I'll show you. I have my little rocket book here, which I finally treated myself to. And I'll show you. I even mapped out. What was really great about this is, if you really sit down and once you get your direction, this is how I mapped it out. I'm trying to find the pages for you. It's really interesting. I pretty much mapped out. Well, here you go. Here's the entire thing. So I mapped out the entire outline of the book, all the chapters, and all the points I want to make. And now what I'm doing is I'm writing the book a little bit every single day. So I'm sure by June, my commitment is by June 30th, the book will be written and ready to go. So you'll be hearing more about that from me. The other thing that I wanted to share with you about is, what you're dedicated to, what's really moving you, what are your motivations, what's your big why for this year, what's really pulling at you, what's the thing you really want to accomplish this year because it means so much to you. For me, it was launching the community for fractional executives. And it has been a dream of mine to launch a community for over 15 years. And I did it in little bits and pieces along the way, but this has been the first major initiative. And it's the kind of initiative that, you have to put yourself out there, and it's really uncomfortable because everybody knows, what the results are. And it takes a lot of marketing, and it takes a lot of conversations. And I love every single one of those conversations. You all have taught me so much about what's important to you and what isn't important to you and what you're grappling with and what's a nice to have and what's a must have for you, and where you're unclear and where you want clarity, and what the ways in which you want to have the next stage of your career evolve. Learning from you has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my entire business career. So I want to thank you for that. I'm also wanting to share with you that I'm working on different programs and projects within the community that are I have Jackson here trying to get my attention. I'm going to actually show him to you. This is Jackson, in case you haven't met him before. He wants to get in the act as soon as I'm on the phone. So today I'm giving him he gets to be on my lap today while I'm talking to you. So I'm working on a couple of new programs and offers within the community. A little sneak preview. We have some amazing templates and tools within the community for the members. And for our free members, of course, we're going to be able to have everybody come to the virtual networking, speed networking every single month. That continues to be a free event. But for the basic members, we're going to have amazing tools and templates. All the courses are going to be gratis to you, and the cross marketing and the conversations and discussions are going to be amazing. And then there's one really important initiative that I'm including in the community, and for all of the basic members, there's an opportunity to participate in a task force that I'm going to be creating to up-level the awareness with entrepreneurs about fractional leadership. So that's extremely exciting, because that's the flip side of the fractional coin. We need to educate the entrepreneurs and get them more aware and more enticed into the opportunity of engaging fractional leaders. I would say about 80% of growing entrepreneurs don't even know about the fractional executive opportunity. They're still looking at talent in a very traditional way. So the educational opportunity there is immense. And then finally, what I want to share with you is really the mindset piece of all of this. How do you stay committed? How do you stay connected? How do you stay on track? And that is, one of the things that has really made a huge difference for me is to have, I call it my power word. And it's the word that keeps me, we can describe our, unique value proposition and our personal branding, and we can go on and on, but sometimes it just boils down to the most simple elements in a business. And that is, what is the one word that will keep you on track, dedicated, and going, even when you want to give up, even when it's so frustrating, even when you may be doing things that you don't want to do and you didn't sign up for this, or even when you think your results should be happening faster, even when even when the right people should be showing up and they're not showing up fast enough. This word is the one word that has kept me going for over 20 years in my business, and the word is unstoppable. But you have your word. When I say, who am I? I am unstoppable. I can keep going, even if things are hard, even if things are just so frustrating, even when people are acting really wonky, even when results should be showing up, even when people should be saying yes, when they're thinking, well, let me think about it. It's all about being unstoppable. And to me, and whatever your word is, whether you pick your own word, the one word that will help flip the switch for you. And I help a lot of my clients pick that word. Sometimes they're picking a phrase or whatever, and a phrase is okay, but it's got to be really short, and it's got to be incredibly meaningful to you. It's got to be something that allows you to get back in touch with who you really are and what it's really all about for you, because you didn't go fractional to work with the wrong people. You didn't go fractional to be more stressed out than you were. You didn't go fractional to feel less than. You went fractional so that you could have four main things. You went fractional so that you could have autonomy, and that you could have the freedom to choose where and when you want and with whom you want. You decided to go fractional and independent so that you could have variety in your business and work with companies that you could make a real difference with, and that you didn't have to just stay in your lane. You can make a difference in more than one way. And you decided to go fractional so that you could have all of that and still make a great living. And that's what this is all about. So that's about it for me today. As I'm wrapping up this year. There's so many wonderful things that we've got planned for all of the Fractional Connections community members. By the way, I am going to be replaying the workshop, the free workshop, live. I'll be doing it on Thursday. If in case you missed it and want to catch it, or we even want to catch it again, I'm going to be introducing some new bonuses just for the founding members. So I don't think you want to miss that. And they are very juicy bonuses, believe me, to help you gain your greater visibility, thought leadership, attract more clients into your business. I've designed it that way so that it would be a real magnet for the right people for you. And so I'm going to replay that. I'm going to be doing a new live workshop on Thursday, December 29th at 9 a.m. Pacific. And I will post the link, but it's basically fractionals.ai/workshop, and that's free. And then, of course, if you want to check out the community, and I hope you will, it is fractionals.ai/FC community. And giving you a couple of options, but I do hope that you'll become a founding member. We only have a few slots left. We had a great reaction to it. I would love for you to be a founding member because the benefits are going to be, it really just very juicy and very extraordinary. And it's all about helping you succeed in your business. To all fractionals who have been joining me this year, and to outsourced executives, and to those of you who want to go fractional, this is also a great opportunity to learn more about it. So definitely join me in my upcoming events. And also don't forget that we have the January 5th virtual speed networking event, but you do have to join the community in order to be an RSVPer for that. So lots coming forward from Fractional Connections in 2023. I want to thank you for all of your support, all of the referrals, all of the engagement that you've been giving on my LinkedIn posts and at all the events. You've been amazing. You are an amazing, amazing community. And I don't take that for granted for 1 second. It is a privilege and a pleasure to be working with you and serving you. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great new year.